Hey everyone, there's a good news. If you own or have earned one of the black skins that was released in 2021, you now get the XP bonus. Initially, these skins were just cosmetic, of course, looked beautiful, but didn't have any boosters applied to them. But with this Black Friday season, they have applied XP boosters to all these tanks. Even if you had bought them in the past, they have retroactively added to them, and of course, added some new tanks as well. So all those tanks have XP boosters applied to them, ranging between 50 to 75%. But it is as XP boosters, and I'm not really a fan because I don't convert XP, so not really useful for me, but maybe for some people. But one of the tanks, the new M47F Black, actually has a black skin as well, and you can get that black skin only from the chest. Unfortunately, I don't encourage it, to be honest, because yeah, it has an extra 25% silver booster, but the tank by itself has a 25% silver booster as well, and when you finish the season, you do get additional 25% silver bonus. So how much do you really need? So I won't encourage that, but maybe we'll have a chance to earn some of those black skins, and someone might get lucky. But if you have one of the OG skin and you were looking for a reason to buy them and haven't bought them, I bought them a couple years ago at a 50% discount, and now you have an extra reason to buy them, that you can get that extra XP bonus applied to them, and they will behave like a true black tanks, similar to the OG like T34 STA2, which has the XP bonus to them of 75% as well. But these skins, they have a range, so it ranges from 50 to 75. And it's always nice when they add bonuses to something that's already in the game rather than releasing something new and only add bonus to them. For example, whenever they add voiceover to existing 3D commanders, that's always nice. And it's always nice, you get something added to something you already own. Now coming back to the tank, the black E5. E5 has been a monster for a while. It has received numerous buffs: the alpha, the mobility, the gun handling. And even with the recent consumable equipment and skill changes, E5, so some of the things that were taken away was the gun handling as well as the reload. So reload, of course, everyone lost the reload by 15 plus percentage, and that applies to everyone. But the main thing is gun handling. This E5 still has a solid gun handling. You don't feel handicapped with all the changes, but also all the heavy tanks received a buff because now everyone has worse gun handling. That means heavy tank bounce more shot, and also because of the concealment changes, you can spot the TDs much more easily, which means there are no stealth TDs. They can't just shoot you blindly, and also because they change silent driving to equipment, TD, if they have to be truly sneaky, they only get 3 equipment slots, but heavies, they have 4 equipment slots, and even lights, they have 4 equipment slots. But like a TD or anything that wants to use camo, they have to put silent driving on as their 4th equipment. So technically they still have the 3 equipment, and heavy tanks received buff in 3 ways. First, they have better survivability, extra equipment, and TD lost camo. And E5 was or is probably or is better than what it was before the changes, because all the heavy tanks received a buff. And E5 now also received a buff to its black skin. There's no reason not to get the skin, and I'm hopeful we have it this year as well. As they say, you'll have sales every week as they release, and these skins have been on sale every year, and I don't see a reason why not. It wouldn't be, because they just got bonus and people would be looking forward to buy it, especially if they missed out the chance during previous years, or maybe they were just looking for some extra reason. Who knows? Maybe someone had a hint that they're not truly black tanks, but now they are with their bonus, of course. So now pushing forward, got some shots into the Badger, a sneaky, or very, I would say, I thought it wouldn't come, but it did. Shots go exactly where I am, even when I'm not fully aimed. And then tank has one of the most annoying armors to deal with. Yeah, it has a hatch, but if you keep moving, not the easiest to hit. But this tank can just destroy. If you 1v1 any tank, this tank will destroy you. Beautiful heat, beautiful AP, beautiful mobility, armor, it has everything. Some tanks are better on flat ground and some on ridges, but E5 can do both. Best of all both worlds, on the move, lower plate of Badger. Not even impacted by any of these changes. But to be honest, it did receive so many buffs throughout the year. And that is one of the oldest tanks, right? Everyone has it. Whenever there's a tank that's popular, everyone owns it. That means the average damage is lower on that tank, and they receive numerous buffs. And that's the reason. E5 has received so many buffs. And what do we have here? E100. I did get lucky though. Maybe he was shooting standard though. Did get lucky because I did not want to take a 750 shot from E100 and then get splashed by artillery. Who knows? There are two artillery that I could... In worst case scenario, I can die, and there it is, artillery giving me some much needed attention. I am running the radio jamming perk, and that's really helpful. Even when you're heavy, you might think it's not that helpful. It is, because you get unspotted sooner, and if there's artillery in the game, they can't shoot you. They have less time. So basically, that skill is a buff against artillery as well. So I do run that skill on every World War II tank, and also run the other skill, the comms export, so the opponent stays spotted longer. For the full description, full setup, it is listed in description, but I'm focusing on all the survivability as well as the gun perks. Now pushing forward, since the medium tank is dead, as well as their E5 hasn't been spotted for a while. Rushed my shot. He was angled, so no surprise I didn't pen. E100 bounced again. You're no match. You're no match for E5. There's only one outcome if you're facing a E5, especially if you are a super heavy, because super heavies don't usually have the greatest DPM or the gun handling, especially when you compare to E5. And E5 will eat you, and you might bounce E5, and if you're shooting HE, you might not do that much damage. So super heavy, it is the kryptonite for a super heavy. Well, any tank is, but E5, especially when you're close range. Usually it can pen or do damage to other tanks when you're close range, but E5 just get stronger as opposed to getting weaker. So now pushing forward. So do let me know in comments, what do you think about these bonuses that we're getting to the old skin, and also the M47 black tank, the reskin of Ernie actually gets another black skin, as I mentioned earlier, and that skin has a bonus as well. The tank by itself, 25% bonus and 25% silver, 75% XP, but the skin gives you additional 25% silver and 75% commander. Yeah, if you get lucky, sure. But I'm not gonna buy the chest. As I said, it is a chance. I save my gold for season or the ultimate season pass. So that's it for this video. Beautiful game, 6700 damage, still one more artillery alive. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, as mentioned earlier, do let me know your thoughts about the skin changes as well as the M47 black tank. The T249 actually is also available only through test this year, which can't really complain about it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.